What's going on, everybody? It's David Harness. I am the David Harness of San Francisco. It's been my base for over 30 years, and I'm just happy to be here in Atlanta for such an amazing event. Let's see. This is my first time. Well, this is my first time on such a magnitude of audience here in Atlanta. I've been here once before for some of the guys who do some events later on, and it's always been a good time. But this one, I'm putting this one in the books as being one of the best I've ever had or ever done. So I'm so happy to have been a part of this, and I hope I get to come back.
So, doing Indigenous, is it different than where you play?
It's good to, music is for everybody, and my audience in San Francisco, I've definitely played for a large crowd like this, sometimes even bigger, but it's such a diverse audience, because house music is loved by everybody. So in the Bay Area, I get my brothers and sisters, the brown folks, the black folks, I get the Asians, I get the white kids, I get straight kids hanging out with the gay kids. It's a melting pot, and when you come to San Francisco, that's like one of the things you get. It's a melting pot of culture. So.
What's your age demographic for house music?
It varies. It depends on the event, but I would say between 25 and 60.
That's impressive. So do you see this moving to a younger generation? This the type of house music that you play, or the type that we play in Chicago, we play in New York, and now we're playing here in Atlanta?
I wish that, I want to say this in two ways. I think there's definitely some kids that are coming up. You have to really find out through Instagram and all the social media pages. But I also think that this culture is almost losing a little bit of its luster because we're getting older. So, we need to find some of these young kids that are going to carry the torch and keep it soulful, keep it real, keep it consistent, and definitely, at least for me, keeping it within the gay community, especially the gay black community, because, hip-hop reigns supreme in every aspect and genre, and this is still one of our foundations. So
as a producer, do you think that may be the key in transitioning them from a sound that they're used to a newer sound?
I think as a producer, yes. I think that on all fronts. I think you have to stay consistent to your craft and your brand, but also you want to introduce it to a new and younger market. So to me, I'm all for it. The younger, the better. As long as I'm able to express what it's about and give at least my little bit of culture and the history that I know and what I have partaked to create what we've been dancing to since I can remember. And I'm an old bitch. No, just excuse me. I'm an old soul. So there you go.
Okay. But yeah, that's my question more so was as a production.
Yeah.
I'm hearing more rap artists coming on, hey, I want a house rhythm on my stuff.
We were doing that in the 80s. Yeah. You have KC Flight, Doug Lazy, and all those cats. They were all doing, it was called hip house. They're probably going to bring hip house back. Yeah, it's coming back.
How do you feel about now the resurgence of vinyl? Do you think that's better than buying,
To me, it's
MP3s have broke producers now versus units?
Well, I think the internet is what contributes to that. As far as the technology, I've seen cats DJ off their phones and do dope sets from their phones, so you can't knock MP3s. There's still folks that do CDs. There's still folks that want to play, strictly vinyl. And there's nothing wrong with vinyl. I think as long as you present the music in however way, style, or technique, as long as you're true about it and you keep it consistent, it's all good.
To sum up house in one word, could you?
One more time?
To sum up house in one word, the culture. Could you, or is it multiple words? Is it passion, or is it just one thing?
Pride.
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 Dope.